Hello, my name is Adele Bernstein, a consultant and trainer, and I'm here to talk to you today about social media for customer satisfaction. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a retired IBM executive, having spent 19 of my last years at IBM responsible for managing customer satisfaction for software outsourcing services in North and South America. Prior to that, I had various sales and marketing and training positions and various management positions. We all know how important customer satisfaction is. We know that a customer who's dissatisfied won't buy from you again. And we know that it costs 5 times more to go get a new customer than it does to sell to an existing customer. So it's very important to make sure that you're keeping your customers satisfied. And the second thing that's really important is you need to know when customers are dissatisfied. You need to be aware. Social media is one of the vehicles for you to be aware of customer dissatisfaction that you might not have known about before. It is also very visible to all your customers and prospects. There are various complaint sites on the web and blogs where people who have the right to create their own blog can say whatever they want to say about how dissatisfied they are. It has to be truthful, but they can express their dissatisfaction on blogs. Twitter, you may have heard of Twitter, is one of the microblogging sites where information about dissatisfaction can be spread around thousands of people in seconds and then resent around the world. People can look you up on search engines. They can look up your name, your organization name, and if they use the word complaint next to your name or your company name, up will come any of these sites that have made comments about you. This is very important because I know of a case of a mortgage broker who lost 50% of his business because the second search item that came up under his name was a complaint from a customer. In addition to that, Google has just announced SideWiki. SideWiki is a new technology that allows Google to have some space on your website. It's over on the side of the web page, but customers coming to your web page can leave comments, positive and negative, on the side, talking about their experiences. Others can come and see it and vote on whether they agree or disagree. And thirdly, when some prospect comes to your site, they don't have to go even doing a Google search to find out what's going on. They just have to look at Google SideWiki and see what kind of comments there are about you right there on your web page. This page shows a few of the complaint sites. If you haven't gone to look at them, you might want to. There's many more, by the way. This is only a few of them. And take a look at the sites that do ratings. HomeStars is primarily in Canada and the US at the time of this recording, about 200 different cities where consumers can go and check whether or not they should hire a contractor or a service professional or company for their home. Windows and doors, carpets, roof repairs, they're all logged into HomeStars. And customers who've had dealings with you can post positive or negative comments, and you'll end up with a rating, which is an average of those positive and negative comments. And then you'll see all the positive and negative comments individually, what the customer had contracted for, and then what their experience with you was, right there in the public view for others to see and judge before they even want to engage you and see what your price or your offerings might be. If you think you're immune because you're a business professional like a doctor or a lawyer or an attorney, a chiropractor, a dentist, think again. There are rate your doctor, rate your lawyer, rate your teacher, rate your mortgage broker. There are sites on the web that rate almost all of us. And you may find information about yourself on these sites that you may not even be aware of. There are other impacts to negative feedback on the web. We already talked about the loss of sales and prospects. But think about some other things that could impact you. If you're accustomed to applying for awards or have been benefited from awards in the past or some other form of recognition, those award-generating organizations can now research your customer satisfaction on the web using all the sites and the techniques I just talked about. And they may not want to give you an award if they see too much negative feedback. You may be picked up by the press and become in the public eye if there's too much negative feedback on some of these complaint sites. And certainly anything that the press, any positive press article that you may want to put out may encourage the journalist to go searching for countering comments on the web. The government may, as part of its normal pursuing of duties and maybe receiving a couple of complaints, go and look and check what's on the web. And if they find too much negative feedback, they may come and do an investigation of your organization or your company, or even some kind of an audit. And if you're a member of any association or agency, if you claim to be part of an organization or group, you have that on your website, you use that as part of your marketing, that organization may decide that you don't warrant being part of them if there's too much negative feedback on the web. And the people that provide you your financing also have access to this data. And they may also decide that you are too high a risk because of the negative feedback that they see, and may raise your cost of borrowing, or even refuse to allow you to borrow because of the negative word of mouth or the negative comments that they see on the web. So clearly this is a very important area to be involved in. So what next? What do you do about it? Well, I'm going to send you to my part 2 of this presentation, which is 3 major shifts in customer feedback and what to do about them. We'll see you there.